you all to this online class. Today we have Arvind Kulkarni, Director, KLE University, Dharwad. Hubli.
Technological University.
Technological University, Hubli, Dharwad. On behalf of all the institutions and Directorate of Technical Education, I heartily welcome Professor Arvind Kulkarni to this session. And today Arvind Kulkarni will give a lecture on education, technology and media integration in teaching learning process. This topic is very useful and interesting to faculty as well as students. Now I request all the principals to make use of this useful session and also let all the students watch this program and make use of this program. Once again, I welcome to you all. Now I request Arvind Kulkarni to take over the mic as well as the camera to give his lecture. Welcome you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Manohar Naik. Very good morning to everyone sitting in front of the screen, my dear faculty members and students spread across entire Karnataka. I take this opportunity to express my sense of thanks to the Directorate of Technical Education, who has made it a point to communicate with all the students pan-Karnataka studying in different remote polytechnics where faculty members may be less. There we can reach out. So, I appreciate Director Mr. H.V. Talwar's concern about reaching out to rural polytechnics. Okay, fine. Friends, today the topic that I've chosen is education, technology and media integration in teaching learning process. See, today you are all seeing me, listening to me, and like me, so many other people might also have been come in front of you. And please remember, this is an extension and manifestation of what is called as education technology. About 10 years back, 12 years back, this facility was not there for the students who were studying in a polytechnic remote like that of yours. Friends and the faculty, here is an opportunity for all of you, and even including all of us, those who are in the directorate and those who have a flair for better teaching and a tech savvy, they can all take this information and knowledge to everyone, not only pan-Karnataka. If the director minds it, it can take to the global level. That is the strength of this education technology. And like you, in many countries, students pursuing the polytechnic diploma programs or even the degree engineering program can also make the benefit of this, because that will again come into YouTube. So now, please listen to me carefully. What I'm now going to say a few words about integration of education technology in and media in teaching and learning process has an advantage for all. In fact, it is a boon for teachers and faculty and students and society in general. So for students, it is a new experience for all of you. Now who are watching this program at one place, it's a sort of community learning with a real teacher, but at the same time virtual in context. So this is going to be another innovative and creative experience for the students. Number two, for the students, I'm explaining the advantages of this integration of education technology and media into teaching and learning process. You can see this video in the form of YouTube at any time, anywhere. You have all seen ATMs everywhere working today. Similar to that, this is another knowledge ATM. You can watch in your mobile, you can watch in your computer, you can watch anywhere in the YouTube, provided you have a smartphone. Therefore, the advantage for the student is accessibility to the information, accessibility to the knowledge, accessibility to teacher who is teaching the subject. Then the next one is, it can be education, information, and entertainment, both. A good class, I'm going to explain what can be the features of a good education technology integration into teaching learning process. It can be a good entertainment also. Perhaps you must have seen Bahubali 2, Bahubali 1. That is nothing but a great, very large scale integration of education, information, and technology put together, blended together to form a best fiction film called that. Therefore, my appeal to you is, it can be a creative opportunity for students as well as faculty. And here at the end of the program, the DTE studio technicians are going to make a provision for interaction also. Whatever the doubts, questions, suggestions you may get from time to time during this explanation, you can make a list and ask me separately at the end, so that I can reach out, solve any doubts if you have. Next is, it can be used for assessment and evaluation also. You can show it to the teacher what you have written, what you have done, and he can virtually evaluate that also. It can be remembered for a long time because you are watching this, you are seeing this. See, there is a Chinese proverb, my dear students and faculty, you may remember this. What is that? If you tell me, I forget. If you show me, I may remember. If you involve me, I understand. Therefore, in this teaching and learning process, both faculty and students have to integrate this education technology and media into this process of teaching and learning. So in that way, it is a challenge for everyone. It is an advantage for everyone. It is a concern for everyone. And some of the lack of resources, if you don't have a quality human resource to teach, education technology can be used in a befitting way. That's why, thanks to Directorate of Technical Education, but at the same time, there is another advantage to the society also. What is that advantage to society? Society can, for generation together, can use this information. Whatever today I speak, today, whatever other faculties might have shared with you, all this can be used globally, crossing the boundaries of the countries. Therefore, knowledge can reach everyone. So that is the advantage what society can have. Now, with this brief introduction about the subject of education technology and media integration into teaching learning process. I have already explained to you. This is advantageous in a multiple way, both for the faculty and the student and the society and the Department of Technical Education also. Therefore, now we'll go little further. What is the meaning of education technology? See, you must have observed the teacher explaining in the class with the chalk and talk tools. That is a regular convention class. The very fact that there is a blackboard, there is a platform on which the teacher faculty is standing and holding some notes or using the chalk he is writing, and you are also making right to have writing whatever he writes or whatever he tells, you are listening and writing. All this a first stage of teaching learning process itself is a very primitive basic education technology. One man teaches so many students. A wireless communication takes place when a teacher gives out the information or takes the lecture hours. So this is the first step of education technology, but it is a primitive, because if you'll have to learn, my dear students, amongst you there are basically three types of learners. Number one is audio learners, people who listen and learn, audio learners. Visual learners, people who see something written on the blackboard and they remember or they study. Okay. There is one more type, third type, kinesthetic. Some students learn by doing. So they are all kinesthetic students. And in a class, you have all the three categories. Therefore, it is a challenge for faculty to reach all the three types of learners in different ways. Therefore, education technology can make all these three types of learners to reach. So accessibility to all the three learners, three types of learners is possible with education technology. Now, let us look into the definition of education technology. It is a study and ethical practice facilitating learning and improving the performance by creating, using, and managing appropriate technological processes and resources. The meaning is simple. A teacher and the students both are free to use. I have seen some of the classrooms where notes in the mobile itself. That may not be there in your system, but I have seen. I have communicated with my students on mobiles itself and how we are going to tell. Appropriate uses, appropriate technological processes, that is those facilities which are available locally, you must make the best use of it. Education technology is the use of both physical, hardware and educational theoretics. Say for example, you are all using mobiles. A mobile is a manifested advancement of technology in electronics and communication and computer science. And through mobile, learning can happen. How? See, simple SMS messages. Number one, SMS messages, instead of using anecdotes, the teacher or the students can exchange the possible educational value matters. Then, WhatsApp, Facebook, then Google Forms, all such things can be effectively be used depending upon freedom for accessibility and what is available in our own infrastructure. So that is the broadest meaning of education technology. Then what is the media? There are three basic media. Number one, audio media. When you are only listening through the voice. Fine, that is the audio. Visual, all television sets, films, video, everything comes under the visual medium. And print medium, through the textbooks, through the reference books, through the newspapers, what is printed in black and white or in color, if you are able to read, if you are able to see the photographs, visuals, that is also a media. Media includes every broadcasting and narrowcasting medium such as newspapers, magazines, TV, radio, billboards, direct mail, telephone, fax, internet, whatnot. All these things come under the media today. In fact, our polytechnic faculties and engineering college faculties must make the use of this because all this stands for technology. Who else can use the technology if engineers are not using? That is my direct question. If engineers and technocrats, if they are unable to use the modern technology tools, then question comes, can we call him as an engineer or a technocrat? One of the graduate attributes of the NBA accreditation or the ABET accreditation is 12 graduate attributes. One of them belongs to this category, use of modern tools. A student or a faculty, both must be in knowledge of each others. Then, media is the plural of medium and can take plural or singular word depending upon the sense intended. So media is the word which can be used as a plural or singular, the way in which you use. Now, what is the media implication in teaching learning? It's a deliberate intervention that involves the planning and implementation of instructional activities. See, the very fact that today you are facing me and I am seeing you, all this is a deliberate intervention that involves a lot of planning and implementation. Teaching experiences to meet intended learner outcomes according to a teaching plan. Every faculty has to make a plan. How best I can communicate with the students by using technological tools. And even a student is also free. Student is free to think what? How best I can use all these modern tools. Say for example, the smartphone holding in his hand. How best I can make the use of this? Is it only for receiving the call or making the call or SMSing? What else? So look into the all possible usages of different functions that are embedded in a mobile. It can be defined as, which the media, as a relatively permanent change in an individual behavior. What? In the sectors of knowledge, skill, learning attitude, and media can bring a better positive change. Now, how best we can integrate media and education technology? My dear students and faculty, we have now come to know what is education technology what is media, what are the advantages to all stakeholders like students or faculty and the society. Now, what are the principles of integration? How best we can join to them in such a homogeneous way? The best one example, quick example I can give you is concrete. If among the viewers, if there are civil engineering students, they will be able to understand. All other non-civil engineering students also can understand what is concrete. Cement, water mixed together along with sand and the jelly or the coarse aggregate mixed in any proportion. Let us not bother about the proportional issues. Now, my intention is, a common sense in chemistry tells you chemical action is only between cement and water. Jelly or coarse aggregate do not add to the chemical action. Sand do not add to the chemical action. But cement, water, sand, coarse aggregate, all the four put together makes a homogeneous mix that is called concrete. Now, in the same way, the knowledge of teacher, knowledge of the student, and the curriculum intentions and the infrastructure, technology components, when they are blended together of understanding, possibility of creating the knowledge, disseminating the information and knowledge, all these processes do takes place. So in that way, I gave that example of concrete. Similarly, we can take the example of films, TV serials, advertised films. You must have seen number of advertisements films. Remember, most of these advertisement films do not exceed 10 seconds or not more than 20 seconds. In 20 seconds, they make you to purchase the toothpaste. They make you to purchase anything what has been shown there. What a transformational change that 10 seconds and 20 seconds of ad films make. Millions of people all over the world with one advertisement, they are going to make a decision of purchasing. That is the strength of the advertisement film. See, this is what I'm telling. Here, there is a blend of education technology as well as knowledge, information, and creative heads, that of the faculty and the talent, which like a students. So all to put together, make a decision, and that is a permanent change. In 20 seconds, if they can make a change, in 60 minutes, what changes are possible? So what I say is, advertisement cinema is the best example of integration of education technology and all that in teaching learning. Teaching learning, what we say is a change of behavior. So behavior will change when you decide to purchase a brush, toothbrush, or a toothpaste, or a razor for that matter, or a cosmetic that is shown for 20 seconds. At the manufacturer of these products, you will be using the best of the talents and the storyboard. Like that, faculty have to be the best of this. Students, immaterial. Those talented faculties can reach anybody. That is the firm opinion of me. Then, any technology cannot substitute a good teacher. Important. And whatever virtual reality is, anything, any modern tool cannot substitute a good teacher. So teachers, faculty members need not worry. Oh, if everyone is using the YouTube, then what is our role? Array, to do the YouTube making also you need a teacher. But everyone is free to do his own performance, but people accept what is good. Okay, its capacity to enhance effectiveness of teaching and learning process. The practitioners of this, in my opinion, who are the practitioners? Students as well as the faculty. Faculty and the producer is in the form of principal. Okay, all these three, their capacity can be enhanced for effectiveness in the teaching learning if they use this, what is called as education technology. So, in fact, it is a best blending sectors of knowledge and skill. Now, with this, what are the prerequisites required? Before going for this, what are the requirements? Number one, some faculty may be sitting there. Please, you also listen and take it to the other faculties, those who have not come. Faculty preparedness to be innovative. An innovative faculty can bring a permanent change in the behavior of students with better teaching technologies. Faculty attitude and mindset and the belief system. This is the second important. We have some firm beliefs as a faculty. No, A is omega. Something like this. What is this? What I mean to say is, if a sort of indifferent attitude is also there in most of the faculty. But faculty, if they make their mobile video of their children, of their parents, of their friends, they enjoy whatever the film they make in the mobile. Maybe for 1 minute or 2 minutes, that is immaterial. Same, use the same mobile, same video applications of the mobile for your classroom. There is nothing wrong. Open mind to get information and knowledge. Mind to get information. Let the knowledge come to me from any direction, like the rivers. They take birth, fine. They all come and meet at the sea. Therefore, in the same way, let the knowledge come to me. The student also should think in that way. Faculty should also think in that way. Let the knowledge come to me from any direction. Then, interest to do something new. See, some faculty must have studied or must have experienced about 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. What is the new thing that you have brought? So, to do the new thing in teaching and learning process, you don't require any orders. You can tell the same story in 101 innovative ways. There can be 101 methods of teaching and learning. Therefore, teacher should be interested. The same last year may not happen this year. So one may have to think in that way. Support of the management and peers. This is another important factor as a prerequisite. Principal should also encourage, that means head of the institution, whoever uses the new technology to teach or new methods to teach or who is interested to bring innovative experiments to do for the sake of the students. Student also should be ready. More than students, this is a peer group. That is the company in which the faculty is surrounded. That means all other faculty members, they must also have a positive influence. What is this? Everyone teaches. This type of attitude doesn't happen. Yes, here is a room I can do. So I look forward from today, more number of faculty should volunteer to come to DTE studio and address the way in which they like. Okay, but I know very well the medium of instruction, official orders is English. That's why I'm using English. I can also effectively speak in Kannada, but the thing is, When we are making an official presentation, let it be instruction language. Okay, use of technology and training is a prerequisite. How to use this? Our own laptop, our own mobile, our own camera, our own charts, our own models, and our own exhibits that are available in our own infrastructure. Faculty and students, both. This is a pretty that a flair for reading. Must also read something extra, not only to textbooks, not only to the guides, not only to the question papers. Beyond examination, what best can be done? In fact, all the newspapers carry one or the other article on higher education. I do not know how many people, how many faculty really read these articles. Everyone reads cinema page, sports page, or a political pages come out of that. Also, but with a serious inclination of mind, if you develop a habit of reading something that is related to your knowledge, your degree, your teaching, your profession, whatever you are, it is applicable for both students as well as faculty. Flair for reading, flair for writing. Yeah, what best can be done? How best I can read the newspapers? How best I can read the textbooks, reference books? All these things are important. Then, if these are prerequisites for faculty as well as students as well as the head of the institution, now what best? Make one simple PowerPoint presentation, nothing else. The days of overhead projectors have gone now. I do not know in how many polytechnics these overhead projectors are still present and functioning. Because about 10 years back or 15 years back, this OHP preparation was ample. Now even the bulb replacement may not be there. Okay, so charts may be there, is still inside eating the dust. Please bring out all those charts. Similarly, all models to teach drawing, come out with that model. If you don't have model, create your own model. It doesn't take much time. In a carpentry shop, if you go, number of models, small models can be made with the same that wood that is supplied to you. With the same job work, you can do some models. If you are not in position to make, go and make like a Ganapati idol making with mud and clay. This also can be made. Therefore, think beyond yourself. What best can be done to improve my own teaching learning enhancement. Then, if you are bit expert, you can also use animation and video usage. How best you can. Video films are available in the YouTube. Number of things are available. PowerPoint presentation is also available. See, people are not stingy to that extent. You can download. Some people have already uploaded, and every day through the DTE studio, number of YouTube uploads do takes place. Make the best use of this. I do not know. NPTEL video classes by the renowned IIT professors are available free for all the faculty. Therefore, please make use of this. Then, audio use. Okay, you don't have any other, but you can have an audio recording. Now the tape recorders have gone, but you can have an audio recording in mobile. Digital recording can take place. So, best lecture, best talks, everything you can have an audio and replay this in the class. Then it is also possible. See, students, you are listening to the wonderful film songs in audio format. Now, the same way, you can also listen to a good talk, good presentation, audio forms. You can listen to that. You can make the best use of mobiles. Then programmed learning, computer-based learning is a programmed learning. Everything, every lesson plan can also be made, and something similar to do it yourself exercise, you can administer entire thing. I remember in my own house, the mother of my son transmitted all culinary arts technology through the mobile only when he was in America. How to cook a rice, how to make chapatis, how to make curry, all these things she was using the technology. And I tell you, she's not that technology expert. Therefore, number of things can be done. Flipped classroom is another one. What is the flipped classroom? Today, in most of the universities abroad, flipped classroom has become a wonderful tool. What is that? You prepare your own video or download from the cyberspace. What is good for your teaching learning? Send it to your students, or students may themselves circulate and study what is going to be taught next day. Whatever the doubts you have, say for example, I tell you, there was a wide discussion going in the media after Bahubali 1. Bahubali na kattappa eke konda. So if that can be an interesting question, similar questions you can have in a flipped video format. Okay, what is going to be taught tomorrow? You are seeing it today and you are raising some questions, and that also can be made and sent, and a real teacher will be able to interact with you and explain what is what. So here there is a challenge for students also, there is a challenge for faculty also. See, that is called as a flipped room class application. This is not a session exclusively reserved for that. Otherwise, I would have been happy to get associated with this. Cooperative learning. This is amongst a friend circle. You can have your own cooperative learning, how to prepare yourself for the vivas, for the practical examination, for the theory examination, how best you can exchange your ideas. Then another one strategy is project or problem-based learning. For all of you are carrying out a project work, that project work itself is a learning platform, one learning experience. Similarly, you can think of this for all the semesters, a mini projector, mini project or a problem-based projects. Being in Kerala Technological University, each semester student is expected to do one project work. Through the project work only he learns. There is a blend of, again, education technology, media into the teaching learning process, and he has to explain. So in some places, good innovative experiments are taking place, and that has to be. Good things can be copied. Good things can be imitated. Nothing wrong. Xeroxing of knowledge is also a knowledge. Please remember. So we must be able to do a xeroxing of knowledge, not the paper. Then 3D models, simulations, they are also a very important tool in, or the strategies to integrate education technology in media. See, for automobile students, I have seen how design can be made and what happens when that car dashes another car, how that accident takes place, what happens, what are the pressure areas, where are the dents are going to form, what type of, in this speed, in a variant speeds, this can be studied. This is called as simulation studies. This can be done for anything. Seeing is believing. When student sees, when he looks into the computer and observes two cars coming at 100 km/h, and how they hit with each other, what is going to happen? If they are hitting front to front, what is going to happen? If they are hitting from the side, what is going to happen? All this can be studied without the accidents. Please remember, education technology helps in design of automobile, cars, jeeps, trucks, and planes, whatnot. This can be used without creating actual prototype things. Then prototype can be done. So these are the strategies, few of the strategies with which integration of education technology with the media and in a teaching learning is possible. Then, all right, some of the faculty may say, sir, all this is there, but is it possible to do all this in one stretch? 60 minutes, what can be formula? 60 minutes of class, voila. 60 minutes of feature film, entertainment film, what you see in the theater, right from the starting to the end, if it can be interesting, a thriller, or whatever emotions are aroused, the same 60 minutes can be done by the faculty, a faculty with potential and ability and a competency. Everyone is having this, but only thing, every faculty member has to try his level best to come up to the expectation. Now, how 60 minutes of each? There is a role for students also. Lesson plan is nothing but a very well made screenplay. What is a screenplay? A storyboard, how action takes place. So this can be made by the teacher before coming to the class itself, well in advance. Lesson plan. What can be my first 5 minutes, next 10 minutes, next 20 minutes, next 30 minutes? How best I can arouse the interest of the people, interest of the students that are sitting in front of me. Once this interest is aroused, yes, they are with you. Impart whatever you say, the teacher says, they will be able to grasp this. So that should be the strategy. So the first 10 minutes or 20 minutes are going to be more important. Then pitch preparation. What is the best pitch preparation? You see, my dear students, you must have observed experts coming and telling something about the cricket pitch before the ODI opens or cricket match starts. Experts come, captains come and toss. Yes, they will also study. You have seen this. Fine. Same way, pitch preparation for the class also. How it is going to be good for later in the evening or the night, how this is going to place, how is it going to be useful for the spin bowling, is it going to be useful for the pace bowling, is it going to be useful for the seamers? All that have to be taught. And this is possible if a teacher and the student also see the pitch. Please remember. And student, yes, if the teacher preparation is good, he will also come with a better preparation. So what type of questions I should ask? His questions will be like a spin bowling. Sometimes it can be a leg spin, sometimes it can be a off spin. Seamer sometimes. Fine. Opening and holding the attention. How do you open a session? See, you must have observed some of the films. The film first 10 minutes will have to be more captivating, more interesting. Then at the end also. So one must make audience or the students sit to the edge. Yes, what next? What next? And how it is just going to be beneficial to me? All this. Revealing the content in a logical order. How best the content of the lesson can be delivered in sequential fashion. Please remember, this is important. How I am going to say, if I am taking the class for theory of simple bending, how this F by Y is equal to M by I is equal to E by R. This formula Yes, what is the relation between F and what is the relation between M? What is the bending moment? What is the I, inertia? So all this can be taught in a quite logical order. Then use of voice and the body language. How you are going to use the body language and the voice. Voice, of course, people say God-given gift. I don't agree with this. It can be cultivated, provided we have a mind to do so. How best I can use my own energy, my own enthusiasm, my own interest, and my own voice. This government, we don't wait for government order to use this. How best I can use? Can I reach 10 people? Can I reach 60 people in the class? Like that. Then, managing by wandering in the class. Why do you stick to the podium? Why do you stick to the blackboard? Make a round in the class. There are advantages. See, in a management school of thought, there is also one topic or a chapter by management by wandering in the class. When you move around, as faculty move around among the students, yes, students are with you. Then, chalk, charts, models, slides, video, all these can be effectively for teaching, learning, to make 60 minutes interesting. Then in addition to that, Google Forms, I do not know how many of you sitting among the students know about Google Forms. Now, slowly, the faculties are coming to know what is Google Hangout. So, am I correct? My question is to the faculty. Google Hangouts, now you are able to know. Similarly, you can use Google Forms to get the instant feedback from the class. To get Google Forms can be, students themselves can use among themselves free. All Google applications are free, please remember. And they can be best used for making this to happen. Then, now you have been watching me, listening to me for such a long time. Now, simply take out your notebook. Take your, my question is to students only. Take the notebook outside the bag. Are you opening? Notebook or a scribbling pad, whatever binders you have, you please open. Faculty members can also open also. You are free. If you don't have, you can use your own mobile. There is nothing wrong. Least of, I'm not suggesting any new experiment here. No difficulty, no question paper, no passing, no failures. Least the best of the films you have seen. Enu ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ, ನೀವು ನೋಡಿದ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಸಿನಿಮಾದ ಒಂದು 5 ಹೆಸರುಗಳನ್ನು ಬರೆಯಿರಿ. Least the best films. Nothing else. Least the best films you have seen. It may be in Kannada, it may be in Tamil, it can be in Telugu, it can be in English, it can be in any language. Least the best films. And now, after listing 3 or 5, you switch on to the next topic. Video films you have seen. Best of the video films. Now, some things have become very viral now these days. Have you seen Rally for the Rivers? Rally for the Rivers. That is one of the video film made by Disha. What is that? So, Rally for the Rivers is a good educational film, video film. Similarly, I can say any of the talks delivered by Chakravarti Sulibale, some of the students may be knowing. Okay, you must have listened and enjoyed. Make a list of 2 or 3. Then, the second exercise is list your experience of using educational technology. See, for example, You are using the smartphone for a long time. What are the things you have done with the mobile? Have you forwarded your own or photograph to number of people? Simple thing. How many times you have done? Say, for example, I told you in the beginning, I was taking a class with my students, well understood in the fact, SMS messages, WhatsApp messages, some learning points. Yes, all this I used to send. And they used to ask me the questions. And you may ask, where are all this? Yes, I can tell the name of Polytechnic, name of the university also, where I have used this. I used to take the class, that batch of students, they know it. Okay. So what you have done as a faculty, have you circulated your notes? Even the CET preparations, diploma CET or PUC CET, whatever you have done, please, if you are not done, here is an opportunity to make. That's all. Here afterwards, you can think, hey, the same smartphone, I can learn something more. And have you used WhatsApp for discussions or the teaching learning? See, there is a technique called Delphi Technique. You can write a content, make a para, send it to others. They can also edit and apply and their own things. And when it comes back to you, this is called a Delphi Technique in teaching and learning. You get an exhaustive idea of what is the content. So all this you can do. And please remember, education technology is not a rocket science. It is a simple. Whatever tools you have a chalk and talk, yes, you can start with that. You have a smartphone, you can do with lot of things with smartphones. All these are, some of them are freely available. Open space, open softwares can also be used. Friends include faculty and the students both here. You can use the same smartphone. You can use the same computers, whatever they are, and you can use to the best of its extent possible. And it makes the teaching and learning really ubiquitous. Ubiquitous means you can learn and teach anywhere. Anywhere learning is called, in English word, ubiquitous. So you can have an ubiquitous learning which enhances possibility of getting a creative experience and saying, aha, oh, all of you know the story of Archimedes, what happened to him. The same way you can also think this enhances your creative serendipity, that is innovation spirit, imagination, creativity. All these can be enhanced with the application of education technology. So, my dear faculty and students, here is an opportunity to make the best use. Directorate of Technical Education, Government of Karnataka has brought to you how best you can use your, whatever the technology tools you have. Your mobile is one wonderful tool. That is nothing but Carlo Dounia mein mushti mein. That is, everything is available here and you can do all of the things. Apart from that, you have a tab and a laptop systems that are there in the classroom or with the faculty. You can use it to the best of extent, provided you are prepared to learn. In the sense, kalibeku annuva utkata ichche illi hridayada antaraladinda barabeku. If the learner is prepared, he can learn in any style. In the same way, it is applicable to faculty. Faculty is also a continuous learner. In my opinion, it's a continuous learner. It's one of the graduate attributes of the ABET Accord or NBA Accord. Continuous learning, lifelong learning. So faculty, your graduations, your post-graduations have become already obsolete. The new learning should happen. When you learn, when you teach, you learn the new things. So make the best use of the technology that is there in the world and think of how best I can use it for my own benefit, my own intellectual development that is possible. 60 minutes of the class, I have tried to give all salient features of how best education technology and media can be integrated learning process. Faculty can write in for the newspapers whatever they know about the higher education and get it published. See that you remember for a long time. So students, here is an opportunity for all of you. How best you can do. So anytime you can contact me on my email kulkarni_ak@hotmail.com. KULNI_@hotmail.com. Email is better. I'm not giving friends. Students with toppers, my enthusiasm and interest in them. Congress right here, no faculty member committed to come to this point, to sit in front of the screen and watch this for nearly 60 minutes. And what can be the returns that are possible? Use this after going to the class whenever possible, wherever possible. Make teaching and learning ubiquitous, present quality, whatever rate the providing. Plus also, this is lifelong learning, continuous learning process. Thank you very much.
Fine. We have come to an end. Now this is a feedback session, and also if any doubt or any queries, any clarification, students may ask question to Professor Arvind Kulkarni, and he wants to communicate and interact with the students. I request all the principals to mute their mic except Ramnagara. Ramnagara, unmute your mic. Ramnagara, unmute your mic. Please be online now. Madam, you also can ask question, and your students may be allowed to ask questions. Ramnagara, please unmute your mic.
Faculty members and students, anybody is free to ask me any questions. Good afternoon, madam. I'm seeing you. Are you able to listen to me?
We can't hear you. Please unmute your mic. We can't hear you. Unmute your mic.
Hello, madam. Do you have any questions? Okay, can you write down quickly and show it to me?
No, you can type it and you send the message. We will answer. And meantime, we will contact some other Polytechnic. Thank you, madam. We can see you. I think we are audible to you. If it is okay, please thumbs up. The students, is it? Am I? Yes. Okay. Thank you.
So if you are unable, you can please write a quick poster like this, and you can show it to me. No problem.
Okay. Meantime, we will communicate Joida Polytechnic. Joida. GPT Joyda. Come online. Unmute your mic, Joyda. Yes, Joyda. Rabkavi, otherwise Rabkavi Polytechnic Principal Rabkavi.
Still Ramnagar idare.
Okay. Yes, Rabkavi.
Is it Rabkavi?
Yes, yes. No, there.
Is it Rabkavi?
Take it down.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, yes.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. Yes.
Yeah.
I am listening to your shirt. Your shirt is a check shirt and it's a nice, really looking nice.
Sure.
Now I am able to see your part of the face.
Yes, but tilt ಮಾಡಿ sir, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ camera tilt ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮ face correct ಆಗಿ.
Is it okay, sir, now?
Yes, yes.
It's still not, your eyes are not visible right now.
Hello.
Sir, ಕೇಳಿ sir,
Hello.
ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳಿ sir. Yes.
Hello. Yes, listening.
Yeah.
Yes, ಮಾತಾಡಿ sir.
There is. We are not able to hear audible right now. Hello.
Yeah. Yes, we hear you.
We are listening to you. Rabkavi.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರು ನಮ್ಮ ಮಾತು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಈಗ. ರಬ್ಕವಿ ಅವರೇ, ನಮ್ಮ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ ತಮಗೆ? ಹಲೋ, ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಇದು ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಇದು ಮಾಡಿ ಬೇರೆ ಹೋಗಿ, ಮಿರ್ಲೆ ಹೋಗಿ, ಸುರ್ಪುರದ ಹೋಗಿ. Surpura, please come online.
Sir, good afternoon.
Yes,
Hello,
yes, sir.
Surpur.
Sir, am I audible?
Yeah, audible. Please introduce yourself, sir.
Sir, my name is Shrikant.
Srikant, hello.
Hello, sir. How are you, sir?
Fine. You are looking
Thank you,
good.
sir. Sir, first of all, let me congratulate on behalf of all the staff members and students of this institute, sir. It was a very nice presentation.
Thank you.
And you have come out with your vast experience and you have shared a lot of tips both for the students as well as the staff members.
Okay.
Overall, it was a very nice presentation, sir. Thank you.
Okay,
And,
but you asked me the question, sir. Ask me the question.
Sir,
Very important. Okay,
One
fine.
question what came to my mind is like you were emphasizing about the use of mobile phones for teaching and learning. But the thing is, in most of the universities and boards, mobiles are not allowed inside the college campus or in the classrooms. So how it can be used, sir?
Fine.
We can use mobile phones.
I agree with you. You have raised a very pertinent question.
Thank you, sir.
Personally, I am not in favor of such acts or rules or regulations made by any office. Personally, but for teaching learning outside of the campus, it can happen in the mobile.
So if you
Outside
mean
of the campus, it
off
can
campus.
definitely happen.
In the off campus, they have to make use of it.
Or maybe outside of the campus.
On
It can
campus, sir.
happen. Okay, but one thing, so many things have been prohibited, but still it takes place. Hello, are you listening?
Okay, sir.
Srikant,
Yes, sir, definitely.
so many
Yes,
things,
sir.
government has controlled, but at the same time, so many things are happening. If those things can happen, this can also happen. We are not doing anything beyond legal limits. Okay, if it is
Yes,
for
yes,
teaching,
definitely.
learning. Okay.
Yeah, definitely. It has to be used on a good sense.
Yes,
Because
yes.
a lot of
Well, it should be used for the good
misuse. Yeah, it has to be used for the good purpose.
Yeah. Thank you, Srikant. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
From the students.
From the students.
Yeah.
Sir, unfortunately, we have less students, sir, because we came to know yesterday at around 4:30.
ಅಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ನೋಡಿ, ಈಗ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ,
ಹೇಳಿ
ಯಾವ
ಸರ್.
ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಇದ್ದಾರೋ ಅವರು ಆಸಕ್ತರಿದ್ದಾರ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕು.
ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳೇ ಸರ್, ಇವಾಗ ನಿಮ್ ಎದುರಿಗೆ ಕೂತವ್ರು.
ಹಾಗೇನಲ್ಲ. Fine.
Okay.
I just
Okay.
asked
Thank you, Shrikant. Thank you.
ಸುರ್ಪುರ ಬರ್ತೇನೆ ಆಚಾರ್ಯರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಕರೀರಿ ಅಂತ.
Sir, Bani sir, most welcome. Always welcome.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Right.
Thank you, Shrikant. Thank you very much. Now, Mirle or Surpura? Mirle, Tyagraj, yes. Mirle, please come online. Tyagraj, sir. Yes, sir. Please. Need feedback, Kodi, sir.
ನಾವು ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಕುಲಕರ್ಣಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
ಸಿವಿಲ್ ಲೆಕ್ಚರ್ ಅವರು ನಾವು ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಷನ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಧಾರವಾಡ ಮೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ತಮ್ಮನ್ನ ನೀವು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ.
ಹೌದು ಸರ್, ಹೌದು, ಭೇಟಿ ಆಗಿದ್ರಿ. ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ
ಸರ್. ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಕೇಳಿದ್ವಿ ಸರ್, ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನು ಡೌಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾರೆ.
ಹೌದಾ? ಡೌಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನೀವೇ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ರಲ್ಲ. ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಒಬ್ಬ ಹುಡುಗಿ ಅಥವಾ ಇದ್ರಿಗೆ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರು ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು.
ಎಲ್ಲ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ ಸರ್.
ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಾರು ಹೆಬ್ಬಟ್ಟು ಎತ್ತಿ ಬಿಟ್ರಲ್ರಿ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ. ಫೈನ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now, I would like to go back to Ramnagar, madam. Ramnagar, madam. Okay. Anyway, thank you very much for joining this session. And I request our DT sir line ಮೇಲೆ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, disconnect ಆದ್ರಲ್ಲ. Okay, okay. Now we thank you all for joining us and request you to continuously watch your email at any time. We may send you mail to join this online classroom. Many times we may send it late hour also. Once again, I extend hearty thanks to you all for joining us, and on behalf of our directorate and all the polytechnic students, faculty, I thank Professor Arvind Kulkarni for sparing his valuable time with us and coming from all the way from Hubli to here. Sir, once again, I thank you for your very effective, useful, spellbound presentation for more than 60 minutes. Thank you one and all. Now I request all the principals to log off. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Manohar Naik, for giving me an opportunity. And I was very happy to look to the youngsters and seniors, all that. You have given a good blend. Those who are interested in to learn something new. Okay, a dil mange more all the time. Thank you very much. We'll meet.
Okay, thank you. Bye.